On February 3, 2026, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed addressed the House of People's Representatives. He stood before Parliament and delivered a speech that touched every major fault line in Ethiopian politics, from the Nile Dam to disputed territories to elections and the economy. What he said clarified some issues and quietly escalated others. Before we break this down, support independent journalism. Like the video, subscribe to Around the World, or support us through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the channel bio. Your support helps us verify facts, avoid noise, and explain power clearly. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, Ethiopia's current Prime Minister, directly addressed claims about the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, or GERD. He stated clearly, not a single dollar from foreign donors or lenders was used to build the dam. Without naming him, Abiy rejected repeated claims by U.S. President Donald Trump, who has previously said that the United States financed the project under earlier administrations. Abiy's message was simple and firm. Ethiopians built GERD. Ethiopians paid for it. According to sources familiar with past U.S.-Ethiopia discussions, this disagreement has quietly strained diplomatic messaging, and journalists are now expected to raise Abiy's remarks in future U.S. press briefings. Abiy then turned to Wolkait, the disputed territory claimed by both the Tigray and Amhara regions. His position was explicit. No outsider can decide Wolkait's future. He said internally displaced people, IDPs, must first return. Only after that, the people of Wolkait themselves should decide the area's status. This directly contrasts with recent statements by the TPLF and the Tigray Regional Administration, which have demanded immediate restoration of pre-war borders, dismantling of the Wolkait Provisional Administration, eviction of Amhara settlers. Just 3 days earlier, the Amhara regional president opposed any referendum, insisting Wolkait should return to Tigray administration first. Abiy rejected both positions, quietly pushing a referendum as the only legitimate solution. Abiy also addressed Ethiopian politicians directly. He urged regional political leaders to move beyond ethnic politics and participate at the federal level, pointing to figures like Getachew Reda, who currently serves nationally. On elections, Abiy promised that Ethiopia's next national election will be more free, fair, transparent, and inclusive than the last. But critics quickly point to contradictions. Opposition figures, including Lidatu Ayalew, remain unable to return to Ethiopia, a restriction imposed by the government itself. This gap between rhetoric and reality remains one of the most contested issues in Ethiopian politics. Finally, Abiy defended his government's economic reforms. He cited figures on inflation trends, GDP growth, rising remittances, revenue from Ethiopian Airlines. His message was optimistic. The economy is stabilizing, reforms are working, and Ethiopia's future is bright. Supporters agree. Critics argue the benefits remain uneven and fragile, but the most explosive part of Abiy's speech was still ahead. In Part 2, we break down his remarks on Eritrea, Assab, and his direct accusations against the Eritrean military during the Tigray War.